Good morning, everybody. I want to do a quick video on the snowfall we're having out here in remote Alaska. If you look at the state of Alaska, there's the Alaskan Range, Mount McKinley, Denali, Mount Foraker, and it's like a big horseshoe. And we're sitting right out in the middle of it. We're about 82 miles from the nearest road, so we are remote. And the snowfall we have had this year has been unbelievable. So I've been talking with some of the old-timers around here, and they're saying that this is a 20-year snow. Global warming has kind of, put a damper on everything for the last 10, 12 years. But they're all saying this year it has come back with a vengeance, and I'm telling you, it has. I've only been out here for a short while, a couple years, and I can tell you this year is definitely something new. Right now, I believe we're at 146 inches. That's what we've counted. So that's about 12 feet of snow, and it does compress a little bit. Now, one thing about the snow and the weather this year is that it has been so cold out here, uncharacteristically cold. I know that a lot of you are going to watch this and you all think that Alaska is just sub-zero, minus 90-degree temperatures all over the state. That's just not true. The state is so large. There's north, middle, and then south, and then east and west. We're right in the middle on this side of the Alaskan Range. And this year we have recorded negative 35, negative 45-degree temperatures for weeks at a time. That is uncharacteristic for where we're at. Not saying it's never reached those temperatures for that long, but for recently it sure has. And what that does to the snowfall is the snow is not wet at all. It is just absolute crystalline dry snow. Now that's great for you snowboarders out there and you skiers out there, but it's horrible for snow machiners. Especially, if there's a big wide field and you're out there snow machining in it, yeah, that's all fine and great. But if you're having to cut trails through woods and whatnot, your machine will just dive down into this stuff and there's no bottom to it. Before you know it, within like 5 to 10 feet, your machine is just sideways, cocked sideways, and you're down 4 or 5 feet and you have to dig out. You have to get enough traction on this powder sugar snow to back up, pack a trail, and then ramp it forward so you can keep your momentum. So the snow out here has been something else this year, I'll say that. Over just the last couple of days, every morning, yesterday I was shoveling 9 inches of snow. This morning I'm shoveling 6 inches of snow, and it's still snowing. So snow is a good thing as long as you can have your trails packed, which I keep bringing this up to you guys, packed or groomed. And so every morning I'm out there running our trails around the homestead here just to keep a solid base. Yeah, it's just been a chore, I'll tell you guys that much. So I will show you guys some footage a little bit later when the sun comes up in about 5 hours, because it's 5:30, 5:45 right now. Generally, we're starting to get some light around 9:30, 9:45, and then by 10 o'clock you can actually see. So I can't really take a full measure of what's happened until about 10:30 when I go and ride the trails and pack everything down. So along with this video, what I'll do a little bit later in the day, I'll take you guys outside and I'll show you the difference between a packed trail and what happens as soon as you get off that trail. It is just absolute crystalline powder and you fall straight to the bottom. So always stay on the trails. And that's the importance of continually packing your trails. Every time we get 9 inches of snow, I run over it on the snow machine. Now I've got 2, 3 more inches of just solid ice packed snow. And the funny thing is that when breakup shows up, when our summers start to roll around, April, May, all the snowpack out here starts to melt. Rivers all start breaking up. But when the snow starts melting, everywhere where you have a packed trail, that will stay around at least a foot, foot and a half of it. At least another month, month and a half longer. So there will be no snow around you, but you'll see all these trails of where your snow machine trails are. And that's a good thing, because that means that you can use your snow machine that much longer to kind of get around to areas. And then once those trails go out, got to put your snow machine up, and then it's mud season. So a little bit later in this video, Like I said, when the light comes out, I'll go outside and show you guys kind of what's going on, and we'll take it from there. So, signing off for right now. I'll pick back up in a couple hours. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and finish up this video right now. I was telling you guys about the record amount of snow we've had out here this year, and how important it is to pack your trails. So every morning I'm getting up, I'm repacking all the trails around the homestead here. I'm cleaning off the front porch, and like I said, packing the trails every day. Once you come through soft snow with your snow machine, it'll pack it down a little bit, and then the next day, well, through the night, and then the next day, the trail is hard as concrete. It's good to go. So you always want to make sure you do that. So you can sit there and jump on this stuff. It ain't going anywhere, because I've obviously been packing it for quite a while now. But you so much as get off the trail 5 inches, and this is what's going to happen to you. That's reality, guys. And I just packed it down. I guarantee you there's still 3 more feet underneath me. So, thing is, that's just the reality out here, guys. So, there is no bottom to this stuff. You get your machine off trail just a few feet, 6 inches, and you just go down, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to be digging your machine out. And it's just one of those things we got to deal with. It's the importance of packing down these trails. So, like I was saying, right here, where I've been running my machine, packing all these trails, good to go. 5 inches that way, man, there is no bottom to it. This snow, just pure crystal. It's horrible. Snowboarders, skiers love this stuff. Snow machiners hate it. Now, I'll make an exception to that. There's a lot of different snow machines out there. You have mountain climbing machines, go fast machines, freight sleds. So, just like any other thing, if you've got a real nice snow machine with real thick paddles on your track, yeah, you can go in this stuff, because they have big paddles on the front of them, which allow you to ride up on the top of it, and those big paddles on your track will just kick through this stuff no problem. I don't have that machine. My machine is a Bearcat 2000. It's a 2016 model, and it's basically used for freighting small loads, not heavy loads at all, but it's a good all-around maintenance utility machine. It is not for this deep snow. So I constantly have to keep these trails packed because I do not like playing in this stuff. And another thing about my machine is it is heavy as hell. Once you get it stuck, there is no just grabbing the back of it and pulling yourself out. Now, about a week ago, I had a friend's machine. It was a Polaris Indy, and that thing was so light. It had big paddles on the front of it. I got it stuck, and when I got off the machine, I'm fooling around in snow that was this deep. I went to the back of the machine, picked it up, and moved it over back onto the trail. So I can't do that with my machine. I'm not a big guy. I don't have much butt on me. But I tell you what, I put everything I have into my machine, and I can move it 3 inches. And it just takes so much out of you. So, long story short is this, is I'm not one of those guys that you're going to see flying up the side of a mountain, you know, just whipping and having fun. I like to keep it on the trails. I like to keep it safe, and I don't like broken bones. So that's just where I'm at right now in life. So guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys like these things. If you do, like, subscribe, all that, share. Teresa and I, like I say, always say, we're out here doing something. So today we're going to go do a little bit of exploring. We've got another 4 or 5 days of snow coming on top of what we've already got, and it's just one of those things. Stay on the trails. All right, guys, keep your boots dry. Signing off from remote Alaska. Have a great day.